Next up, animal sanctuaries exist to save lives of creatures that otherwise don't have a chance. But for one sanctuary in Harrowsmith, Ontario, it's about more than just helping animals. It's also about helping people. Producer Ryan Provin has more on how animals can help heal our souls.
Hope and Happy Tales is exactly what you'll find when you visit Happy Tales Farm Sanctuary in Harrowsmith, Ontario. With her early interest sparked by her desire to rescue dogs, Carla Reilly Moore and her husband decided to open their barn doors to help not just dogs and cats, but to livestock as well.
I realized there's a lot of other animals out there that are just as sentient, they think, they feel, and deserving of protection, but there's not a lot of places for them to go. So that's when we decided that we were going to give them a place to go. The passion comes from a place of respect and healing. So animals in themselves are extremely cathartic for humans. That's why we have therapy animals. That's why animals are such a big part of our life. And then I learned from working with the animals that there's such an opportunity for healing for people, such an opportunity for teaching. And that's when we opened our doors to school children and the public, and just seeing how the children were just blown away by seeing animals they don't normally see and learning about them. It's just fueled the passion, and it just keeps going.
In 2015, she was involved in a bad car accident. As part of her recovery process, she chose outdoor yoga with one of their sheep, an experience that brought her a unique sense of healing.
And it was such a healing feeling of being able to be out in the meadow, to be able to be with the animals, and literally be grounded with my bare feet on the ground and hear the roosters crowing. It just was such an impactful moment that I just wanted to share it with our community.
Not long after, her opportunity to share became an unexpected but delightful reality.
So we were contacted a couple years ago from the Canadian military, who asked us what we would think about having a veteran come who had PTSD and work with the animals. And I say it's an incredible circle. It's people helping animals helping people, because you know, the animals have come in broken in one way or another. And let's face it, our military veterans, some of them go through horrific things. And there's nowhere out there, sometimes I've been told, they feel, that doesn't judge. They always feel like maybe they don't have a place that they fit. Sorry. Here they fit. We all fit, because they come in broken. These animals are broken. We all have something that's broken, and animals are so cathartic.
From a glance, sanctuaries are filled with a variety of happy animals. But not all of these animals had the lives they do now. Traumatic experiences often shape these animals into who they are and how they act. Carla seeks to provide a quality of life where these animals can heal from their physical and mental afflictions.
We do have a little pig named Anna. She's in the barn, and I'll introduce you to her. Anna came from a place where she had been abandoned after a house sold, and when the OSBCA came in, they found that she'd been alone in the shed for over a decade and received no medical care. Her hooves continue to grow, just like our fingernails grow. Their hooves grow, so it looks like they'd never been cut, so they were wrapped around. She couldn't walk. She was terrified. Now she's a diva. Excuse me. Sorry. Off you go, Peppa. Peppa couldn't walk when she first came here, and as you can see, she's just fine now. So we have a three-legged lamb named Peter, and Peter was born on a very large sheep farm, and he was born with 3 legs. And due to new laws in Canada, for example, an animal with 3 legs cannot be put into the meat system. So he would just be slaughtered, or maybe used for halal meat. I'm not sure about the laws, but instead the farmer was very kind and allowed Peter to come to sanctuary. So, but in order to make his life the best possible and to give him the best welfare, we had to give him a prosthetic leg. So we worked hours and hours and hours, and Marika worked with him, with our veterans, to teach him how to walk on his prosthetic and to teach him how to be a lamb. And now he runs and jumps and plays. So he went from having no value on a farm to living a full life. And this big guy here, this is Thomas. Thomas was a runt, and so he was saved from slaughter because he was runt. This is Ruby. Hi, Rubes.
Oh, you stinky girl. Who's you stinky girl? Who's you stinky girl? No nibbles. No nibbles, yeah.
When operating an animal sanctuary, funding can be a challenge. Payroll, investing in infrastructure, vet bills, legal expenses all need to be considered. By registering as a 501c3 nonprofit, Happy Tails is eligible for private and government grants, which are essential to the financial well-being of the sanctuary. Donations also help the sanctuary thrive.
Because you always have to understand that funding could stop or donations can stop, or you still have to be able to take care of the animals. So this is their home for the rest of their life. Most of these animals have come from abuse, neglect, or abandonment. So to us, sending them off somewhere else would just be devastating. So we know that no matter what, these animals are our responsibility and we will need to take care of them.
For WPBS Weekly, I'm Ryan Provin.